Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho, home of the Wallace Miners. This is Channel 3 Sports.
I'm on. I don't think you're on. Oh, yeah,
Got
there
it.
you are. You got it. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Go ahead.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kirby Krulitz Court here on January 17th, 2020 for tonight's matchup between the Wallace Miners and the Kellogg Wildcats. I'm joined by Dan McGee. My name is Barry Larson. We're happy to have you with us. We'll prepare here for the national anthem, and then the game will begin.
To the playing of our national anthem.
We'll be getting underway in a moment here. Jared Schauber is going to give us our starting lineups.
For Kellogg High School. Number 5, Kellogg, Wallace.
Oh yeah, he's had a kid.
Number 11, Emma Cruz.
I don't know if I think he's before Lane actually.
Number 15, Aaron Hill.
I bet he can still play.
Number 20, Karen Figueroa.
I bet you have to put up with his bullshit.
And number 22, Gabe Genie. The Wildcats are coached by Janet Deering and assisted by Cody Brown.
Social studies teacher Jared Schaubers sure knows how to get him fired up here at Kirby Krulitz Court. Once again, welcome back. My broadcast partner Dan McGee here for the Kellogg Wallace second meeting of the year between these two teams.
I believe it's the third, Barry.
Third meeting between these two teams.
Yeah, Kellogg got the Miners pretty good the first time, and the Miners hung within 7 the last time.
So they're competitive. The way the Miners been playing, there's hope for a close game this evening. Getting set to throw the ball up, referee Taylor Tompkins. He's joined by Todd Bitterman and David Day. Tip controlled by the Wildcats. Figueroa gets it quickly inside to the Wildcats' leading scorer Haley Cheney. Kellogg comes out showing pressure. Emma Van Hoos guarding the ball. Press broke by Wallace's Skylar Hill. On the floor for the Miners, Jaden House, Skylar Hill, Ellie Welch, Sarah Johnson, Megan Morin. Starting for the Kellogg Varsity Wildcats, Laura Allred, Emma Van Hoos, Darian Hill, Jaren Figueroa, and Haley Cheney.
Miners get it back.
Kellogg comes out in a matchup, man-to-man defense on the inbound. Ball's inbounded to House, who fires up a three-pointer from the corner. Wallace ahead, 3-2.
See that shot falling early.
We're going to need Jaden to play well this evening to have a chance at victory. Wallace showing 2-3 zone defense. Ball's passed around the middle. Down low to the block. Kellogg, Van Hoos fouled on the shot attempt. She'll shoot 2. Van Hoos' first shot, up and good. It's a tie game. Believe it or not, Dan, Emma's my niece.
Understand that. We got our son in here helping us with stats tonight.
My son Henry joining us here in the broadcast booth. Stolen by Figueroa, drives down, fouled, block called on Wallace's Jaden House. Figueroa will go to the line for 2 shots. Both teams playing to their strengths early on. Kellogg pressure trapping defense. Wallace does a great job executing offensively. So we'll see how this works out. May the better team win this evening. Figueroa's first shot up and good. Second shot good. Kellogg takes a 5-3 lead. Pressure again by the Wildcats. House jump stops in the backcourt, passes to Hill left side. Wallace does well to handle the pressure.
That's been the difference. It's kept the Miners more competitive. And this year with the Wildcats is handling the pressure better and having some better ball handling.
They're well coached. Both teams are well coached. Bourne fouled on her shot attempt. She'll go to the free throw line for her first free. Foul was called on Haley Cheney. That's her first foul. Cheney last game in their previous meeting had 29 points. Impressive volleyball player, basketball player, great athlete. Warren brings the Miners within 1. Figueroa picked up at half court by Welch, dribbles right side. Van Hoos left side, outside the three-point line, drives middle. And a second foul called against Haley Cheney. She was called for a moving screen. That'll get Coach Coth to the bench. Into Cheney, into the game for Cheney comes Grace Nearing, 21. Welch stopped just before midcourt, passes to Hill, gets the ball across. Miners going to have to limit their turnovers tonight to be successful. Pass down low on the baseline to Welch, and shot fakes. Opens up the lane for herself. Her shot is deflected. And foul trouble already for the Kellogg Wildcats.
Arian Hill, I believe, was called on that. Oh, no. They called that on Laura Allred.
Allred's his first, team third foul. 2 of those going to Haley Cheney.
Oh, nice drive there by Mid-America. I might have got that number. I looked at it.
Who was that, Welch? Either way, 1-point game. Miners up 6-5 at this point. Trap in the corner by the Miners, Hill and Welch. And out of bounds ball violation. Stays Wildcat ball.
Both Miners and the Wildcats are pretty aggressive so far, Barry. It looks like they're going to give it their all.
I think if you would have asked Coach Farkas before the game what some of the keys would be, it'd be to get Haley Cheney in foul trouble. And here we are, 3 minutes in the game, and she's sitting on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah, watch her warm up. I was seeing shades of Bailey Blackmore, who from Bonner's Ferry, who just destroyed the Miners. Their height underneath.
Miners are having nightmares of Bailey Blackmore to this day. Figueroa will go to the line for 3 foul shots. Fouled on 3-point attempt by the Miners' Ellie Welch. Figueroa's first shot up and good. He's 3 for 3 from the line so far.
Nice shot.
Figueroa, a senior this year. The other seniors on the Kellogg basketball team, Caitlin Wett, Laura Allred. And that's it.
3 in there without, I don't think she touched the rim. Very nice free throw.
And then she's a veteran of the Elks hoop shoot. Shot from the free throw line from Megan Moore, no good. Rebounded Figueroa. There's a scrum under the hoop, a tie up. Ball will belong to the Miners.
I was hoping maybe she might do a free throw shooting clinic for the Gonzaga Bulldogs Bins, except for last night. They had a pretty good night at the line.
They played who last night then?
They had Santa Clara. And it was a big win, 50-point win for the Zags last night.
Santa Clara was 11-2 at that point.
Good record going.
Miners here, 9-4 on the season. Wildcats 9-3. Kellogg with losses in the Freeman Holiday Tournament to Northwest Christian. I believe they lost to
Freeman was their only significant loss. Of the other 2 losses, Kellogg had a 1-point loss and a 4-point loss. They're pretty close to being undefeated, but 2 narrow losses and the loss to Freeman. Freeman must be awfully good because that was a pretty lopsided score in that one.
Shot attempt by Hill, no good. Blocked by Chloe Selke, who's checked into the game. Controlled by the Miners. Hill, right side to Sarah Johnson. Sarah reverses the ball. Back up to the top for Jaden House. Dribbles right side. Her layup attempt, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats, Darian Hill. Wallace showing pressure. They're about 6 seconds into this count. As Figueroa passes the timeline, comes down, passes left side to Grace Nearing. She's guarded by Selke. Pass to the right side, Emma Van Hoos for 3 points. Score, Kellogg 11, Wallace 8. 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. On the floor for the Miners, Selke, Morin, Hill, House, and Johnson. Hill's 3-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats, brought up by Figueroa. Figueroa passes left side to Nearing. Van Hoos in the same spot she just shot from. Her second 3-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Laura Allred, whose putback attempt, no good, but she was fouled. She'll shoot free throws. Referee Terry Tompkins reports the foul on Wallace's number 30, Skylar Hill. That's her second tonight.
Seniors are going to need to keep Skylar Hill out of foul trouble. She's key in bringing the ball up to the Of course,
second attempt. Up and good. 5-point lead for the Wildcats. House will bring the ball up the court. On the floor for the Wildcats, Nearing, Van Hoos, Figueroa, Allred, and Hill.
And Chloe Selke and with a quick basket.
Coach Farkas is really impressed with Selke's transition, not only being here in Wallace, but becoming a contributing member of the basketball team. Says her strengths are rebounding, playing good defense, and she's starting to find her scoring touch.
Marcus's comments earlier, I think Selke's first year organized ball too. It impresses me as someone who's played a bit of ball, so she's a good athlete.
Great athlete.
Yeah.
House puts it in right side, brings the Miners within 1 point. 13-12, 2.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Figueroa drive sides, meets some resistance. Blocking foul called on Hill. She does not agree. Coach Farkas asking for an explanation from Todd Bitterin. Says that she gave her a shove as she tried to split the D.
I thought it was on Johnson myself, so that might have been her confusion as well. If there was a foul.
I earned my first technical foul in the JV boys game last night, so I'll refrain from commenting on the officiating this evening.
Well, the Wildcats pick up another basket.
On the floor for the Miners, Hill, Morin, Jaden House, Chloe Selke, and Sarah Johnson. Ball passed into Johnson. First time she's got it down there this evening. Gets her own rebound, puts a shot back up. She'll shoot free throws.
That was a good hustle by her after the ball was taken away.
First time we called Sarah's name this evening. She's one of the leaders in minutes played for the Miners. Sarah Johnson averaging 24 minutes a game. She's joined by Jaden House, Ellie Welch, Megan Morin, and Skylar Hill getting the majority of the minutes. However, here comes Brianna Bergen, who's recovered from a recent concussion suffered while she slipped on the ice and hit the back of her head.
Jeez. Sarah's first free throw was in. Here's pull within 15-13. One more on the way.
Miners with 16 fouls here in the first quarter. That means the Wildcats will shoot free throws the remainder of the half. Line violation called. Turnover, Wildcats ball. Wallace showing 2-3 pressure. Figueroa is met just above the arc by Jaden House. She passes right side to Van Hoos, gets it down low to Grace Hill. Her shot attempt's no good. She pushed over the back call.
Miners have a chance to tie it up.
Really a stroke of luck for the Miners this evening to have Haley Cheney in foul trouble so early on. She's been sitting on the bench for the last 6 minutes of the quarter. And as a leading scorer, she's a very integral part to the Wildcats' success. Minute and a half remaining here, first quarter. Miners 13, Wildcats 15. Skylar Hill with a drive through the middle, rebounded by Bergam. Bergam traveled with the ball. Wildcat ball. Three pressure, ball given to Van Hoos on the baseline, step around, passes in the Hill. Looks like she traveled. Yes, she did. Wildcats ball. Boy, if Wallace can keep it close here throughout the second, third quarter, I think we have a real shot to have success at the end of the game. As it is right now, we face a 2-point deficit, 15-13. Pass to Johnson, left side. House reverses the ball to Skylar Hill. Back to the top to Johnson. Her dump pass inside the Bergam. Well done. Wonderful bounce pass. Skylar Hill to Brianna Bergam.
We're knotted up at 15 apiece with 48 seconds left in the first quarter.
Wallace in that 2-3 zone. Coach Farkas encouraged the girls to keep their hands out. 3-point attempt from way beyond the 3-point line made by Wildcats Figueroa. 25 seconds left. Wallace works the ball around, tries to get the ball
Bergam
inside again to
again.
Bergam. Wonderful passing inside. Bergam's got some nice soft hands too.
2 great looks inside, and Bergam finished both of them.
15 seconds left, 18-17 Kellogg. Van Hoos, right side, her entry pass to
Hill's chasing it down, but couldn't quite get to it.
making the first appearance for Kellogg this evening, Katie Ferreira, number 13. She's replaced by Laura Allred. On the floor for the last 5 seconds. Hill, Van Hoos, Allred, Figueroa. Figueroa again from three-point range. Her shot no good. It'll bounce it out of bounds, leaving with 0.5 tenths of a second. The referees are going to get together, make sure they get it right on who the ball last went out of bounds on.
Like the Miners are getting the ball.
It's a sign of good officiating. Sometimes things happen really quickly out there, and these guys are taking the time to make sure they get it right. We're here at the end of the first quarter. The score, Kellogg 18, Wallace 17. We'll be right back.
Pretty high scoring. Well, the Wildcats will inbound.
Check. Okay. Welcome back, Kirby Krulitz Court. Kellogg versus Mullen. Excuse me, Kellogg versus the Miners. Turnover on the Miners. Can't fall to the floor and roll around. Inbound by Figueroa. She gets it into Hill, who's rejected by Ellie Welch. Nice timing by Ellie Welch there. Ball controlled by the Miners, brought up by Skylar Hill. Hill, nice reverse dribble. Passes right side to Megan Morin. Drives. Her shot attempt, no good. Rebounded by Bergam. Bergam goes back up.
Oh, another nice look by Bergam.
Wallace doing a good job offensive rebounding this evening, however, nothing to show for it on that trip down the floor. Bergam coming in and giving the Miners some really great minutes. They understand when they get the ball in, she's going to be able to get a shot attempt up.
I'm out, and still no return yet for Haley Cheney. I'm a little bit surprised, but she has 2, right, Barry?
2 fouls up to this point. 2 fouls. She picked up her second foul about 3 minutes into the game, and she's been riding the pine ever since.
I wonder if that's more of a statement by the coach with the 18-17 game. I thought we might hear a little sooner.
Probably a growing experience for Kellogg, too, to have the experience of playing without their most talented player.
Yeah, that's a good.
See if the rest of the Wildcats can pick up the slack. Return to action here. On the floor for the Miners, Ellie Welch, Jaden House, Skylar Hill, Brianna Bergam, and Megan Morin. Grace Nearing's three-point attempt from the corner, no good. Kept alive by the Wildcats and put in by Emma Van Hoos. That's Emma's 5th point of the evening. Kellogg 20, Wallace 17. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Welch called for a travel.
A little bit of a running start there.
Wallace doing a great job so far this evening of limiting the turnovers. They're doing things they need to do to win the ball game, though. They're rebounding, they're passing the ball, sharing the ball, and making their layups. Van Hoos left side, her entry pass to Allred. Kicked back out. Van Hoos' shot attempt no good, rebounded by Burgum. I would say that's Brianna's 5th or 6th rebound of the night.
He's earning some extra minutes here with some solid play.
Looks like the refs missed a travel there. We'll take it. Wallace in their zone offense. Kicked out to Jaden House. Her shot attempt no good. However, boy, Ellie Welch is a scrappy player. Gets the rebound while she's laying on the floor. Passes to Megan Morin, whose shot attempt bounces up and in.
Boy, now that's getting the roll there. 20-19, Kellogg.
1 point game. 6 minutes left. Van Hoos, her 7th point. She'll get a chance for her 8th. Fouled by Wallace's Megan Morin. Here comes Brianna Burgum out of the game, replaced by Chloe Selke. Coach Farkas having a luxury of having depth to be able to sub girls in and out. She plays about 8 girls regularly.
Sarah Johnson back into the game. Skylar Hill.
As Van Hoos was getting her shot up, Sarah Johnson was tiptoeing that free throw lane, trying to avoid the violation, which she was successful at.
I was thinking she'd pull that shot back, see if she could get her to fall into the lane first.
Well, Miners got a good look at the basket right there with Selke missing a 5-footer. Ball's brought down the floor by Van Hoos, given off to Darian Hill. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Megan Morin. Wallace doing a great job on the defensive glass. I'm sure Coach Farkas said that they had to limit the opportunities that Kellogg got offensively this evening. Wallace is doing well to accomplish that so far. Another entry pass to Chloe Selke. She missed from here last time. As she got the ball, the entire Kellogg defense collapsed on her.
Might have been time to kick that one out.
Wallace comes back, matches up, then gets into their 2-3 zone. 3-point attempt by Nearing from the top of the circle, no good. Ball's batted around a couple times and controlled by Figueroa. Figueroa to Nearing in the near corner. She passes up the 3-point attempt. Just as Wallace is limiting their turnovers, Kellogg seemingly has a turnover bug this evening.
Brianna Burgum checks back into the game.
Quick breather for Brianna. She's right back on the floor, joined by Morin, Johnson, House, and Welch. Ball's reversed to Welch, left side. Her shot attempt from just inside the line, no good. However, she gets her own rebound, just stepped out of bounds. You have to admire the effort that Ellie puts in. Rule number 1 of taking a 3-point shot, follow it. Kellogg coached by Jana Koth, assisted by Cody Crack. On the bench with Nicole Farkas are Joe Bauer and Martha House. Turnover Wildcats. House passes up a 3-point attempt, gets the ball on the Bergen. She was coming to set a screen, unfortunately. Kicked out of bounds. Ball goes out of bounds to the Wildcats. 4 minutes left. 22-19 Kellogg lead. This has been a great game so far. Wallace in a 1-3-1 zone here. Nearing dribbles right side, entry pass. 15-footer, no good. Rebound, House. House looks up the floor, calls Megan Morin's name out. Megan turns around, catches the ball.
Oh.
Great chase down. Tap away by Jaren Figueroa. Excuse me. Wallace ball on the baseline. Coach Farkas yelling out instructions. Inbounded to Welch, who was outside the arc. Her running left-hander, no good. Rebounded by Burgum.
Oh.
Shot attempt up, no good. She'll go back to the foul line.
Great hustle by Brianna Burgum there.
I think Wallace understands who has the hot hand right now, and they're trying to feed her and keep her happy inside. She'll go to line for 2 shots. 6-team foul on Kellogg. Called on Darian Hill. That's her first.
Knocks down that first free throw.
Into the game for the first time for Kellogg, Caitlin Went. She replaces Laura Allred. 3 minutes 40 seconds. 3 minutes 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. Bergham's second shot, up and good. 1 point game.
Well, Brianna showed that she's not just a 3-foot shooter. She can knock down that 15-foot free throw as well.
Free throws and layups. My dad always told me free throws and layups. Nearing has the ball left side. 3-second violation called on Emma Van Hoos as she lifts her head and rolls her eyes. I can say that, she's my niece. 1 point game. All brought up the floor by Ellie Welch. Wallace trying to see what Kellogg's in. Zone defense. Drive to Morin. She's called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough call, but
I've known these Kellogg girls for some time, and that 15 Darian Hill is a hard-nosed player. She stepped right in there and drew the charge.
that was all made by Todd Bitterman, and he's one of the better. Bitterman's one of the better men.
I agree.
He's one of the top officials in my book.
You know, I expect consistency and hard work from Todd Bitterman. In fact, all these referees do a great job. Ball's fought for, batted out of bounds by the Miners, controlled by Kellogg. Into the game for the Wildcats, Katie Ferreira. She replaces Emma Van Hoos. She'll come out of the game for the first time this evening. Emma has 7 points this time.
Out of travel, turnover to the Miners.
Went promptly comes in and travels. Sometimes it's tough to sit on that bench and be called into action midway through the game, and gotta have some time to get your legs underneath you. Well, Wallace looking to attack while Figueroa ties her shoe. Ball's right side, entry past Jaden House, batted out of bounds by Figueroa. Wallace's ball on the baseline.
Like Chloe Selke's coming back in for the Miners.
Coach Farkas using those two girls interchangeably, Selke and Bergham. They both offer similar skill set. Inbounds pass stolen by Went. She's tied up. Jump ball will go to Wallace out of bounds. Just about 2.5 minutes left. 1 point game. Kellogg's leading scorer, best player, has been on the bench since 3 minutes into the first quarter. A holding foul called against Kellogg. Wallace will shoot free throws from here out. Welch will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Foul called on Darian Hill.
That's Hill's third personal foul. She's replaced promptly by Van Hoos back into the game. So, a couple of Kellogg's taller, more athletic girls in foul trouble here late into the first half.
Pretty good look in there, just about dropped.
On the floor for the Wildcats, Went, Allred, Van Hoos, Figueroa, and I missed that last one. 3-point attempt, no good. Pass ahead to Sarah Johnson. She's leading the charge, however, chased down by Figueroa. And the ball got a little bit bouncy. Called for the carry by Bitterman. Allred will come back into the game. She'll replace Went. Gave the Wildcats some good minutes. On the floor for the Miners, Johnson, Morin, Selke, House, and Welch. Welch being encouraged by Athletic Director Bruce Bailey and Principal Chris Lund down in the corner of the gym. That looked like a travel, however not called, and leads to a bucket. Grace Nearing, 2 points. Just under 2 minutes, 3-point game. Wildcats 24, Wallace 21. I really think that the Wallace Miners execute that zone offense just about to perfection. They get a lot of layups. Coach Farkas would like to tell you they make them all, but they're having somewhat of a difficult time so far this year, but that seems to be improving this evening.
Foul called in there on Erin Figueroa.
1-and-1. Shot attempt no good. Rebounded by Selke. She goes back up with it. Shot attempt no good. However, she's fouled. Wallace getting to the line early and often here in tonight's ball game.
Miners really taken advantage of Kellogg's early loss due to the foul trouble there of Lisa Cheney. Excuse me, not Lisa Cheney, Haley Cheney. I'm thinking of her mother, I guess. And that one's good.
Celtic knocks the free throw down, bringing the Miners within 1 point. Minute 40 seconds left. Ball brought up by Van Hoos, passes right side to Nearing. Return to Van Hoos, returns it right back to Nearing. Looking to get the ball inside to Laura Allred. Nearing shot, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson and Nearing back. Johnson pulls it out wisely. Passes off to Jaden House, right side. Her three-point attempt.
Whoa!
Rims around. Boy, the Miners have gotten some great bounces this evening.
That's what you call an all-around good shot when it went all around the basket about 3 times.
Nearing gets away with another travel. Figueroa's three-point attempt no good. She gets her own rebound.
And the Miners got
Rebounded by House. Dribbles up right side.
That's. Oh.
The Miners are beating the Wildcats down the floor. I'm sure Coach Koth will encourage her girls to get back on defense in the second half. Under a minute left. 2-point lead for the Wallace Miners.
Uh-oh.
Cross-court pass to Van Hoos. Her shot attempt no good. Fouled by Megan Morin. Van Hoos will shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that's probably a good foul anyway. You're supposed to letting that basket go.
Van Hoos is 1 for 3 from the line so far this evening.
Well, I said a good foul until I saw it was her third one. Now I changed my mind. Brianna Bergam back into the game.
Morin sits down with 3 fouls, not wanting to pick up her 4th foul here at the end of this first half. On the floor for the Miners with 40 seconds left. Bergam, Selke, House, Welch, and Hill. One more time, Welch walks that tightrope.
Chloe Selke with a nice rebound there.
Ball's pushed up the floor by House, who finds Bergam right at the free throw line. Her
Again!
shot attempt up and good. 30
Whoa.
seconds left. Wallace 4-point lead.
Brianna Bergam in fuego.
Nearing gets the ball into Caitlin Ferrara. Her shot attempt no good. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2 free throws. $19 total fouls called here so far in the first half. 10 against the Miners, 9 against the Wildcats. Ferrara with her first shot. Up, no good. Good looking Friday night crowd here at Kirby Krulitz Court. Full student section, full cheerleading squad. Bunch of Silver Valley residents. Nice night for a ball game. Her second shot up, no good. Chased down in the corner by Allred, who promptly throws it to Hill. 10 seconds left. Hill brings it past the timeline. 8 seconds. Welch looking for Jaden House. She'll be ready to fire it up.
Clock. Oh, there it goes.
House banks it in at the end of the second quarter to give the Miners a 6-point lead. 30-24. Boy, what an exciting first half.
That was a great half, but the Miners going in with the 6-point lead have to feel very good about that, but they know they'll be facing a different lineup when Cheney comes out to take the floor with the Kellogg Wildcats in the second half. Well, I guess suppose before we take a break, we should probably give a little nod to our sponsors, NASCO, Zanetti Brothers, Ace Hardware, McDonald's, Hecla Mining Company, Mike Specialty Welding,
Frank Moorbeck Foundation, Loving Care and More, La Riviera Incorporated, McGilvery Environmental, and Dave Smith Motors. Thanks to those sponsors. We'll be back in a short amount of time. Please
stat you had.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half of tonight's matchup between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Wallace Miners. Miners have a 6-point lead at the half.
Pretty high, oh, sorry, Barry. Pretty high scoring affair for a girls' varsity basketball game, and the Miners were led in scoring by Jaden House with 14 points, and Brianna Burgum really coming on tonight for the Miners with 8 points. And Emma Van Hoos had 8 points for the Wildcats, and Jaron Figueroa led the Wildcats with 11. Like we're getting underway, and Kellogg will inbound first.
Haley Cheney back in the game for the Wildcats. She runs along the baseline. Wildcats look to get the ball inside to her. This is a stressful time for a coach. You don't want her to pick up that third foul, but you got to play somehow. She gets the ball and promptly scores her 4th point of the game. 4-point lead. Miners 30-26. Beginning of the second half.
He had a nice post move in there. I'm thinking we're going to see a lot more of that.
Kellogg comes out with a little bit of a hop in their step with their best player back on the floor. Really showing good trapping defense. Layup missed by Johnson. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up and in. Boy, if we can get offensive rebounds, there's a chance for a win this evening here.
Ellie Welch made a really nice feed to her along the baseline. But when she missed it, it was good she got back and got the rebound, put her back in.
Looks like the Miners are really sagging on Cheney as she works down low. Ball's passed to the corner to Figueroa. Up top to Allred. Her shot attempt no good. Gets her own rebound. Oh! Haley Cheney just avoided her 4th foul.
Yeah, that one could have been there.
Referees are aware of when players get fouls and who the best players are, so they're going to make sure she earns the rest of her fouls. Nearing in the corner. She passes up top to Allred. Back to Nearing in the corner. Looking inside to Cheney. It's not there. On the floor for the Wildcats, Cheney, Hill, Van Hoos, Allred, and Nearing. Entry pass to Cheney. Gets the ball down low. Kicks it back out to Nearing. Her 3-point attempt up. No good. Offensive rebound, Wildcats. Sometimes you wish the intermission would never come when you have momentum. Turnover first forced by the Miners.
When they tried last fed inside, it was a great job by Sarah Johnson and Jaden House doubling up on Cheney to keep her from making that pivot back to the basket again.
I'm sure Coach Farkas has a plan to double, triple team Cheney whenever she gets the ball. Cheney gets the steal. Ball's pushed up ahead by Van Hoos, stolen by House. Wallace looking to transition. House brings it past the floor. Shoots a running layup attempt from the free throw line. It's no good. Rebounded by Nearing, who's guarded in the backcourt by House. Entry pass to Cheney. Her shot attempt up and fouled by Megan Moore, and that's her 4th foul. Cheney will go to the line for her first trip this evening.
Going to be tough for Megan Moore, and with 4 fouls and having to guard Cheney underneath there.
I apologize. The foul was reported on Jaden House, not Morin. Morin was standing there.
Oh, okay.
Lucky she didn't get her 4th.
Well, Jay, that's 2 for Jaden, so probably a break for the Miners that way.
Cheney's first shot up and good. Second shot good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Kellogg in a 2-3 zone. Let's see if Wallace can execute their offense. Ball's passed right side. Hill cuts down the middle. Passed up, versed left side to Welch. Welch dribbles back up to the top of the key. Hill's 3-point attempt from the top of the arc, no good. Rebounded by Johnson, who committed the foul. Foul called against Johnson. That's a tough one. She was standing right in front of the girl. Ball bounced up over her head, just where the Kellogg girl could grab the ball, and Johnson fell back into her. Bad luck there. 5 minutes left. Wallace maintains a 4-point lead, 32-28. Back on the floor for the Wildcats, Cheney. Hill's 3-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Wallace's Megan Morin. Saves it back in bounds. Controlled by Johnson. Fast break. She's got Welch on the
nice.
left side. Welch is running layup attempt, no good. That was a tough angle for Ellie. And Kellogg called for an out-of-bounds violation on the baseline. Looks like she had a little bit of help by Welch's hip. Things seem to be going Wallace's way this evening. Let's hope it keeps up. Inbounds pass made to House, who tries to get the entry pass into Hill. However, it's stolen by Grace Nearing, pushes the ball up floor. Wallace did not get back on defense, and they'll pay. Hill with 2 points. 2-point lead, Wildcats. Wallace can weather this storm here, get back in the rhythm that they were playing with in the first half. Be in good shape.
Oh,
No
the double dribble there.
No sooner do I say that Hill turns the ball over. She's replaced by Selke. On the floor for the Miners, Selke, Morin, House, Welch, Sarah Johnson. They're opposed by Figueroa, Hill, Cheney, Van Hoos, and Nearing. Hill has the ball at the top of the arc. She passes left side to Van Hoos. Van Hoos looking for Figueroa. Figueroa's pass to Nearing left side. She gets the ball inside to Cheney. Her layup attempt no good.
Selke on the rebound.
So far, Cheney's been limited to 8 points. Wallace needs to pass the ball and make the Wildcats play some defense here. Entry pass to Selke. She kicks it back out. 15-footer by Sarah Johnson, bounces up and in.
Well, they've had a couple of pretty good rolls tonight.
It's called a shooter's touch. Hill got away with the travel. Her drive right side. Layup attempt no good. Rebounded by Van Hoos. She's stuck in the corner. Van Hoos inbound. Entry pass into Cheney, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2 free throws. That'll be Jaden House's 3rd foul.
It's unfortunate. She had pretty good position on her, and I think it might have been a difficult shot for her, but she got her on the elbow.
Now Wallace facing a little foul trouble. House called for her 3rd. Megan Morin has 3 fouls. Laura Allred comes back into the game for Figueroa. Figueroa, really great first half. Allred back in the game. Allred, Nearing, Cheney, Hill, and Van Hoos. Van Hoos tips the ball out to Hill, who controls it. Right side, gets the ball to Cheney in the corner. Not a great spot to get it. She passes Nearing beyond the 3-point arc. Kellogg looks to get the ball inbound, get that entry pass into Cheney at every chance they get. Offensive rebound by Allred. She's fouled.
That last look, trying to get the ball into Cheney, Morin did a great job of dropping down and closing that off so they couldn't get the entry pass.
And she's called for her 3rd foul. Skylar Hill will check in after the free throw.
First one misses. Skylar Hill checking back into the game for Megan Morin.
Laura Allred 2 for 3 from the foul line this evening. Kellogg making the majority of their free throws. Interference from the Wallace crowd. Doesn't affect Allred as she knocks down the 2nd shot. 2-point game, 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Wallace leads 34-32. House spots up for a 3-point shot attempt, no good. Kept alive by Selke. Does a great job to throw the ball out of bounds off Haley Cheney. Wallace ball on the baseline.
Great heads-up play by Selke.
You know, it just takes a few of those types of hustle effort plays to really light a fire under the girls, and hopefully that's what Chloe Selke's just done. Allred's replaced by Kellogg's number 5, Caitlin Went, and turnover Miners. Something we haven't said too often this evening. Wallace playing 2-3. House right now is the closest Miner to Cheney.
I like Coach Farkas mixing the defenses up. She's showed a little man-to-man look early and then switched back to the zone. I think it's helpful to switch things up.
Ooh, Cheney gets away with Dangerous rebound there. Her putback attempt, no good. You can tell that Cheney is working hard not to get her fourth foul, and sometimes when you're trying not to make a mistake, it makes you a little bit ineffective. But she's a great player. I'm sure she
picked that cleanly, and but you don't always get the benefit of the call sometimes.
Right.
Oh,
Selke's shot attempt no good. She's rejected by Cheney. Second foul again swatted by Haley Cheney.
Miners were getting some good looks underneath in the first half without Cheney in there, and they're finding a little more trouble underneath with Cheney back in the game.
Her first swat attempt, she was going straight up. In the second one, she came down with that arm. However, she didn't pick up her fourth foul. 34-32, under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Wallace lead. All past Nearing right side. She gets it in the hill. Her baby hook shot up and good. We have a tie game. First time in many minutes. Minute and a half remaining, third quarter. 34-34. Wallace working hard to execute their zone offense. Thrown away by Hill. Stolen by Nearing. Nearing passes the ball to Went. Jump stop. Shot attempt no good. Rebounded by Hill. Right side. Back up and in. That's Hill's 6th point of the night. Let's try to get the ball inside here. Jaden House tries to split the defense. No good. Passes off to Welch. Welch kicks it right side to Hill. Her three-point attempt up and good. Wallace takes a 1-point lead, 37-36. Under 1 minute left here in the third quarter.
High arcing shot by Hill. Reminded me of the old Idaho Vandal, Henry Highball Harris.
Sarah Johnson leads the charge, passes off to Welch, jump stop, her shot attempt up and good. 3-point lead for the Miners, 25 seconds left, third quarter. There's a stoppage in play. Referee David Day calls a delay of game warning on the Miners.
Oh, I think she pulled the ball out of the net, I think.
Well, if anything, it stopped the Kellogg from getting out in transition. On the floor here at the end of the third quarter, it's Johnson. Burgum comes back in the game. Selke, House, and Welch. And make sure Jaden House doesn't pick up a fourth foul here at the end of the quarter. Cheney passes the ball off, drives to the hole. Or the shot attempt, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. 8 seconds remaining, third quarter. Johnson brings it up. Passes left side to House. House, 15-foot shot attempt. However, offensive foul called by Bitterman. That's a 15 foul called on the Miners here in the second half. 0 fouls called on the Kellogg Wildcats.
At Brianna Burgum with that foul.
Coach Farkas encouraging the girls to pressure the inbounds. Gets it in with 2 seconds left. Doing shot attempt, no good. At the end of 3, Wallace still leading 39-36. We'll take a quick break and rejoin you for the start of the fourth quarter. Kellogg Wildcats and the Wallace Miners. After 3 quarters, Wallace 39, Kellogg 36. at this point in the game, I think Cheney can afford to be very aggressive. So Wallace will have to really apply the defensive pressure on the other end. Take care of the ball, get good shots, maybe hit a three-pointer here and there. Wallace forcing the Wildcats to play defense, not settling for an easy shot. Wallace working the ball around the perimeter. Entry pass stolen by Hill. Hill has played a great game so far this evening. On the floor for the Wildcats, Hill, Van Hoos, Cheney, Nearing, and Allred. And on the floor for the Miners, Skylar Hill, Ellie Welch, Megan Moore, and Brianna Bergman, Jaden House. Cheney had the ball inside the zone. She kicked it out, gave it to Nearing, who promptly scores 2 points. 1 point game, 7 minutes remaining.
I'm impressed with the Miners' handling of Cheney so far. After we had talked about the bad Bailey Blackmore experience, they've done much improved job of handling a large post.
29 points in the first game, and only how many points tonight, Henry? Cheney. Cheney has 9 points at this point in the game. And she'll go to the free throw line.
She's definitely going to get her points, but I'm impressed that the Miners have held her in check as far as they have.
Kind of player you always need to know where she's at. Her first shot attempt up, no good.
Sarah Johnson coming back into the game for Skylar Hill.
So far this evening from the line, the Wildcats shooting 14 for 22, as opposed to Wallace's 6 for 9. Cheney's second shot up, good. Tie game, 6 minutes, 42 seconds left. Full court pressure applied by the Wildcats. Welch dribbles up right side.
Up.
Pressure applied by Allred, knocks the ball out of bounds. Maintained possession by Wallace.
One of the few times the Miners have had trouble with the pressure. They've done a good job with the pressure thus far.
Coach Coates didn't agree.
And Welch gets it across the...
Brianna Burkham working hard to get position inside. She's guarded by Hill in the zone. Looking for an entry pass, not there. Reverse, falls past to Welch on the baseline. Her shot attempt up and hits the support. All out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Kind of wondering if at some point in the game Coach Farkas might show a press. We haven't seen it yet this game. She's had some pretty good success during the season with it.
She'd have to have the right personnel in there to do that, but
yeah.
Right now we're good. Let's just limit their second chance opportunities, which the Miners did there.
And of course, Kellogg's a lot more accomplished ball handlers than some of the teams the Miners were pressing earlier. So he may just know the personnel better. And
Kellogg getting really handsy out on the perimeter, trying to force some turnovers, and they do it again there. Wallace really needs to take care of the ball to stay in this ball game. Long pass by Van Hoos into Cheney.
She threaded
Kellogg takes their first lead in some time.
He really threaded the needle there. Picked up a nice assist.
Nice pass. Pressure handled by Cheney. Take care of the ball here, girls.
Miners had numbers. I thought Johnson might drive that one.
You know, at this point in the game, Miners have been having some success and thinking about the chance of being competitive here, but they're good timeout by Wallace's coach Farkas. Take a quick break. Welcome back. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Wallace facing a 2-point deficit, 39-41. Wallace inbounds the ball. High ball screen set by Burgum. Opens up, gets to Welch left side. She drives baseline. Good entry pass to Morin. She's fouled.
On the floor.
Foul's called on Kellogg's Laura Allred. That's her third foul. First team foul called against the Wildcats here this second half. Goes to 6 for the Miners. Ball's rebounded by
House.
Jaden House, who's tied up, and Kellogg's Emma Van Hoos forces the jump ball. Even though House was trying to wrestle that ball away, they still were able to somehow get their hands in there without fouling. 39-41. Kellogg controls the ball. Ball's passed right side the hill, finds Van Hoos. Keeney thinks about a three-point attempt. No, passes it up, passes to Allred. 2 point. 2 points lower, Allred. 4-point lead for the Wildcats.
Nice little scoop shot there.
Wallace needs to take care of the ball in this possession and get a basket. Or at least get a shot attempt. House dribbles right side. Passes to Morin, gives it right back to her. House's left-handed runner, no good. Good defense played by Darian Hill. Kellogg's Darian Hill. She's calling for the ball down the baseline. Nearian gives it to her outside the three-point line. Ball's up top to Haley Cheney, who travels with it. Boy, she's thinking about shooting that three-point shot, and then there was some disconnect between the feet and the head there.
Chloe Silke back into the game for Brianna Burgum.
What a great competitive game so far this evening. Coach Farkas yelling out instructions to her girls. Megan Morin gets a 15-footer. Big basket. Megan Morin. 2-point game.
Much better possession for the Miners there. Got a good inside look and got the shot up and in. Good defense in there by House.
And ball out of bounds off Allred. Wallace basketball. Great defense. Jaden House. Let's hope this is a little bit of shift in the momentum that the Miners need here to take us down the home stretch. 3.5 minutes remaining. Kellogg, 2-point lead, 43-41. Morin, same shot. Bounces around the rim. Boy, earlier all that ball would have gone. Van Hoos on the baseline throwing elbows. Controls the ball.
Well, it looked like the Miners had her tied up for a while. I thought we might get that 5-second call.
Van Hoos, entry pass to Cheney.
Yeah,
Works
that's
that pivot foot for an easy 2-point basket. 4-point lead, Wildcats.
shows a nice little left hand there.
Boy, if we can get some layups here off of this pressure. And the ball's called out of bounds off the Miners. Good challenge by Haley Cheney. She's not playing with any hesitancy at this point in the game.
Coach Farkas had the same question I did. I thought Cheney knocked it out, but I think the referee indicated it went off of the head of the Miner player. So
Referee Taylor Tompkins call on the baseline. Miners showing a 2-3 zone. Special attention paid to Haley Cheney. Timeout, full timeout called by Kellogg's Jana Koth. Just under 3 minutes left. 4-point lead. Kellogg 45-41. We'll be back in a sec. Kellogg holding on to a 4-point lead, 45-41. On the floor for the Miners, Hill, Welch, Johnson, Morin, and House. Van Hoos's air ball from the corner, controlled by House. She brings it up right side. Boy, if the Miners could get a basket or two in transition, I think that really help their cause this evening. Megan Morin gets away with a travel, dishes to Jaden House, who's hits the three-pointer, bringing the Miners within 1 point, 45-41, 2.5 minutes left.
I think Jaden House hit an NBA three-pointer there.
Deep one, very deep. Timely shot. Allard picks up her dribble, trapped by Welch and Hill. Back to Nearing in the corner, hits a timely three-pointer.
Oh.
Nice answer, Grace Nearing. Take care of the ball, Miners.
I thought she might have been on the line. It was in front of Bitterman there, but from across the court, Dave Day signaled it as a three, so 3 points for the Wildcats.
48-44, 2 minutes, 9 seconds left. Wallace has the luxury right now of having 6 team fouls, so if they need to foul later in the game, they can. However, Kellogg only with 2 team fouls at this point, so Wallace happens to build any lead. It's going to be tough for them to play some catch-up. Let's go Miners. Van Hoos challenges House out above the three-point line. Her shot attempt up and no good. Tompkins said she was fouled. House will go to the line for free throws. Her second free throw attempt of the night is up and good. Jaden's 2 for 2, brings the Miners within 3, just under 2 minutes. Second shot good. Great job from the line from the Miners so far this evening. Let's hope it keeps up. 2-point lead. Kellogg has the ball, 48-46. Ball's pass to Van Hoos in the corner. She gives it right back to Nearing in the same spot. Her entry pass to Hill, who's pushed along the baseline by Megan Morin and gets the steal.
Great toughness by Megan Morin to take it away. They both had the ball, and she just ripped it free.
46-48, 2-point deficit. House's three-point shot attempt, no good. Rebounded by Cheney. Under a minute and a half left to play. Ball brought up the floor by Van Hoos. Van Hoos passes left side.
Great.
Stolen by Jaden House and Skylar Hill, controlled by the Miners. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. House three-point shot attempt from the top of the circle, no good. Boy, really important for Wallace to get offensive rebounds here and not give the Wildcats any second chances. 2-point ball game. Under 50 seconds left. Timeout called by Koth. Indicates a 30-second timeout.
The Miners really need to make a stop here and avoid fouling Wildcats because they're certainly shooting their free throws well too.
Figueroa will check back into the game for the Wildcats. We'll see who she replaces in a second. Welcome back. 56 seconds left remaining in the ball game. 2-point lead, Kellogg Wildcats. Kellogg ball on the far sideline. On the floor for the Wildcats, Van Hoos, Hill, Nearing, Cheney, and Figueroa. They stack at the free throw line. Entry pass to Figueroa, gets it in the corner. Wonderful defense by Megan Morin, who fronted Haley Cheney, gets a steal. Great plan by Coach Farkas. Cheney picks up a foul, and Skylar Hill will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. 46.5 seconds left, 46-48. Kellogg lead. And Coach Farkas will call a timeout here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 46.5 seconds remaining in the game. 2-point lead favoring the Kellogg Wildcats, and Coach Farkas called. Get back to the bottom.
Coach Farkas wanted to have a look at how they were set up, and she's going to come out with something else now.
Henry, can you total up these points here? No, don't. How you doing, partner? Huh? Come on. All right, welcome back. 46.5 seconds left. 48-46 Kellogg lead. Wallace ball on the near sideline.
Well, the Miners got the stop and the turnover they needed. They just need to score now, Barry.
2 timeouts remaining both sides. Ball's inbounded to dangerous inbound pass to Megan Moore on right side. She passes to Wells, who's guarded by Nearing. Nearing gives it back to Hill. Top of the key. She's probing. Her left-handed shot attempt. No good, however, she's fouled by the Wildcats' Jeannie. Jeannie picks up her 4th foul. Skylar will go to the line for 2 shots. So far on the night, this will be Skylar's first free throw attempt of the evening. Let's hope she's in practice. 46-48, 2-point deficit. First shot up. Rims in and out. Those bounces we were getting earlier in the game aren't going down for us right now. Second shot attempt on the floor for the Miners. Johnson, Morin, Hill, Welch, and Jaden House waits at the defensive end. Second shot attempt by Hill brings the Miners within 47-48. 30 seconds left.
Well, they were showing that press we had talked about earlier.
A little bit of pressure. If we can force a turnover here, it'd be very good. Cheney fumbles
on
the
floor,
ball.
and the Miners take it away.
Coach Farkas signaling for a timeout, not heard. She's getting Coach Bauer's attention. 3-point shot attempt, no good. Rims out of bounds. Controlled by the Wildcats. 13 seconds. Miners are going to have to foul here.
Got a foul. Oh, no. Oh, get it.
Oh, ball's on the floor. There's a scrum. Cheney controls it. Ball still on the floor. Tied up. Jump ball. That'll be Miners' ball. 1.6 seconds remaining.
Well, Barry's hopefully they get a clean look and have a shot at that last heave. It'll go in or it won't. We'll find out in a minute.
Coach Farkas will use her last time out, set up a play. We'll be back for the conclusion. Just a second.
We're back. It looks like their officials are trying to get the players back on the floor, and the Miners come out now.
1.6 seconds left remaining in the floor. Kellogg shows full court pressure. Miners come out in a 1-4 look, trying to get a streaker down the floor. There goes Jaden House. Skylar Hill with the inbound pass to Johnson. Johnson at midcourt. Oh, it would have been great to get a foul right there. However, she's met at the midcourt line and stopped. What an exciting finish to tonight's game. 1-point win. Kellogg 48-47.
Great effort by both teams.
Once again, Dan McGee, pleasure working with you.
Pleasure working with you, Barry.
Thanks for joining us here on this January evening. Once again, the Kellogg Wildcats win a 1-point ball game over the Miners, 48-47. Good night.
Good night.